Good evening. Here's a game I found in my collection. It's called Defiance, the Battle of Cufra, 1931. The Italian conquest of Libya. This is a Khyber Pass game. They say it is the first grand tactical battle simulation by Khyber Pass Games based on traditional Lago Yugo movement, combat, blah, 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 blah. It came in a Ziploc bag, black and white cover, but it's funny because the outer part is a more matte. This is more gloss. The inside, this is all, the rules and everything comes out. So what you have basically is a little folder. But this black and white outside paper feels more matte than this. This paper feels more glossy, and of course you can tell it is. And the inside of the cover contains the combat results table and terrain effects chart, which is right here. It's in black and white, unfortunately, which is really weird because the map's in color, but there's not many terrains, and they're pretty well, you can tell what they are without having the color in them. There's a small little sheet of counters, and they're not die cut, and they're on a little thin piece of cardstock, and you have to cut them out yourself. Down here you have some civilians. You have cavalry, infantry, and leaders. The leaders are more important than, well, yeah. The leaders are actually more important than your forces. Over here on the Italian side, we have an aircraft, which may or may not show up, some artillery, an armored car unit, a couple units of Italian infantry, and then their Arab allies, which are all cavalry. I've played this game a few times. Well, not this copy, but I had another copy. And the Italians are pretty much junk. But if you play, I guess, I don't know. But by the time these nice artillery units and airplane units and Italian infantry, but by the time they come on the board, you ain't got much time left. So, or by the time they make it to the victory point hex. It's been a while since I played, but I remember it just taking a lot of time to get my good stuff down. And if you bring it in piecemeal, you'll be taken apart piecemeal. But the counter art looks pretty nice. I like the leaders. Those are good pictures. That armored car looks pretty cool. So does the biplane. I mean, the counters look nice, but, you know, they're just on this little thin piece of cardstock. Then you get a little rules booklet that's stapled. And it's in black and white and grayscale. It's on thick paper, though. It's on nice thick paper that you could write on this with a pencil if you had to. And it's talking about the counters. Leaders have command ratings and movement factors. Other units just have combat factor. Well, your cavalry and infantry probably just have combat factors and movement factors. This NATO symbol is for people who don't understand what a guy on a camel means. And then this is the bombardment strength of the one artillery piece that's in the game. Setup, sequence of play. We have an Italian reinforcement phase, an Italian movement phase, Italian combat phase, Italian air phase. Then the Senussi go with their movement combat phase, and then advance the game turn marker. Then it's talking about movement, zones of control, stacking. Then it's talking about combat. If you are adjacent to a unit, you must attack them. Then we're going over special units and abilities. And oh, here we're talking about the artillery, Italian artillery and the aircraft unit. The armored car unit and the Italian infantry. The black shirts, motorized infantry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Look at the NATO symbol. It's got wheels underneath it. Here's some Senussi leaders. Victory conditions, designer comments. And that's it. And then for a look at the map, it's a regular page, man. I mean, it's on cardstock, and it's glossy, as you can tell, semi-glossy. But yeah, there's not much to it. There's sand dunes. Well, here they go. Oh, look, they give you another terrain key right here. Gebel Dunes. It's hard to tell. This is like the only two Gebels on the map. Well, yeah, there they are. They're even fucking noted. Everything else is like sand dunes. Clear, oasis, or town. That's all you got. Pretty simple map. The Italians more or less start up here and try to take over these towns. So, that's a quick look at Defiance, the Battle of Cufra, 1931 by Khyber Pass Games. What year did this come out in? Is there a... oh... yeah, here we go. No, there's no year on this. I got this. Oh, yeah, 2005. There it is. Yep, I knew I got this a long time ago. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night.